Peace fam, P.A. Finley, thePafWay coming at you live. This is our graduation part to this video series of self-science. Turn some stuff around here. This is for you guys. Congratulations on going through the process, coming out the cocoon, coming out the shell, breaking through the concrete. Welcome to this side of life. And this is where life is going to start. It's going to be a trip, you guys. All this is going to be a trip, but it's going to be a great trip. This is where life blends with you and not against you. On the other side, it seemed like no matter what you did, everything was going on. It's like you was fighting against everything. Now life is joining forces with you. Life is going to be your companion, your comrade, as it were. It's going to save your behind. It's going to come in and take care of you. It's going to ride with you because you know why? On this side, you're going to ride with it. It does what you do. It does what you do. All throughout the course of your life, whatever you do, it's how you get done. Whatever you put out is what you get back. That's what this is about. You are the controller of you and almost everything else around you. So, congrats, woohoo, yay! You did it, you made it, and now don't be trying to fly just yet, because I know y'all butterflies, woo, I got wings, didn't even know you had them, huh? Woo, I got wings. You know, the chick's gonna be wanting to, oh man, I'm finna run it. No, you gotta get to know your wings. You gotta get to know the new old you, because this is who you've been the whole time. You got to stretch out, you got to play with the wings. You ain't gonna fly right off the bat. It just, you gotta go through some stuff. You gotta live a little bit and enjoy and trip on, learn your wings, know your wings, trip on them, look at the colors, just go through your process, continue the process, because it's all a process and it's always ongoing and there's always other levels and there's always something else to do, just like when the child comes out the womb. It went through a 9-month process to a human. A 9-month process, obviously there's other species and they go through a similar process, just a little different. That was a process and you made it through, yay! Oh! You know what I mean? Everything's just processes, everything's just levels. But that's great news for us, for individuals like myself and now like you, who you're gonna have a hunger and a thirst for growth. You're gonna have a hunger and a thirst to do more, to be better, to excel, to elevate. And guess what? That food there, that drink, that manna is infinite. So you'll always be fed. That's the great news about this thing. So, welcome to the real world. Peace to the Matrix. Oh my goodness gracious. So many levels to that movie. You've done it. You've done what very few people have done, but what we're gonna do is encourage other people to do it and get as many people, because the more that does it, the more the better this world is gonna be, period. The more people on this side of life, the better off it's gonna be. Now you're gonna see things, you're gonna understand a lot of this stuff. Some of you guys went through this process through faith. You did the work because you believed in what I was saying. You might never understood it all. Songs are going to start making sense. What's blind, but now I see. Everything is going to be clear to you. What people have been trying to say for the longest to you, including these videos. You might want to go through them again and just enjoy and just really connect with what was being said to some of the stuff you didn't understand. You'll understand it now. Does life stop? Does life, does the hardness of life stop? Is everything perfect now? Well, it's perfect in one sense. It's perfect in the embracement of the imperfection. That's what makes it perfect. When you embrace both perfect and imperfect, and you embrace both, that's when that's the wholly perfect. That is when you are united as one within yourself, and now you can unite the people. You can unite your family, you can unite your community, you can unite all of this. It goes, the pebble in the pond goes outwardly. But you have to first do this. Now it's gonna be the uniting of family and the community and the people and the world. The beauty of this process is that now you know and you see how that can be done. It's work. But it's usually really, all of the process is really within. Because on this side, you can see how the family is united. The people are united. The world is united. You can now see that everything you desire is already here. You can see at least the possibility of that. You can now imagine in that direction and be like, okay, that's cool. I can, I'm not wrong for imagining the oneness of all things. You can do that now and be free to do that. There's a freedom on this side. You are free to think as you wish. And now the name of the game is to know what you wish for. But you have to learn that through the exercising of the wings. You have to learn that through just tripping on you right now, because it's all about you. You have to learn who you are today. And then get into the science of it, and then master you. And at that particular point, your purpose will be revealed. But you need to sharpen up your tools. You need to it's a lot of work you have to do with you. You have to still unite yourself with yourself, even though you have done the major work, the most important work. Now you're going to see yourself doing things from old habits. That you're going to be like, So this is just a video saying thank you for watching. Thank you for following this process, even though you really didn't understand it as much. Probably the majority of it you did. There was some stuff that you was like, okay, but you believed. And this is why the power of belief is so important. And that, I know a lot of people are thinking knowledge is king. And yes, don't get me wrong, there's all of these other facilities of our mind is very important. But belief is going to get you through anything. And let me tell you something. So now you can focus on what you want to believe, what makes you happy. And you don't have to worry too much about what others believe. or what is right and what is wrong. You don't have, that's not your concern anymore. Your concern is, what do you believe? What do you want? Whatever you always believe. See, now you're one. You have united your family, inner family. Now y'all a squad. Y'all a team. Y'all on one accord. Now the question is, what do you do? You are one. That means you are very, very powerful. And so now you need to know what to do with this powerful. Which direction do I blend it in? Well, guess what? You can make up one. Belief and imagination is the two, like hand in hand, like heads and tails of the same coin. You can believe what your heart so desires and live in that direction. Start walking in that direction. A little bit by little bit, baby steps. This is where you are. And it's like school. You're elementary, middle school, high school. There's different grades in each one, but when you get to 5th grade in elementary school, you're the top of the top. You're like, come on, man, I do this. You're at the peak when the cats is coming in 1st grade. You're like you're like many guys. Then you graduate. Then you go to middle school. And you're like nobody again. You're all thumbs again. You don't know anything again. You're like blank, and you're baby stepping, and you're crawling, and you're all thumbs. And you get to the 8th grade, and you the guy, you the man, you the woman, you the girl, you the one, you up there. You like, God, these fools finna go to the next level. And you just coming in on the average person, they coming in on the 6th. So it's like, then you master that, then you go to the next level. Freshmen, it's like, and you got the 12th graders, and they the ones they don't do nothing wrong, they ace and everything, they notice they popping Willie. And here you would start. So it's kind of like that. Life shows you how things really are and how things really go. So understand that you're in the beginning grade, but you just keep living. Keep blending in with life. Now you don't have to war with life. You don't have to kill nothing. You don't have to let nothing die. That's okay today. Life will blend in with you. It's times when I'm going to end with this and give you an example of what I'm talking about. When I stopped killing flies, and I ain't gonna talk about the process I went through to do that, but I'm an extremist. I trips like that. But maybe you can just like stop killing flies. You're like, oh, I'm not gonna kill. Put the swallow, throw away the fly swatter. And when I stopped doing that, and I stopped helping spiders get out the house and stop killing them and stop kill, warring with life. When I began to stop doing that, life stopped warring with me. I used to do temp for a garbage truck company. Early in the morning, we out there picking up garbage like everybody. Y'all know. Everybody got that particular work in your community, so you know what I'm talking about. So, and every once in a while, a dog will get loose. And I'm talking about some big ones. Average cat, it's where the average cat would run. And there's been times where I was like, okay, what the heck I do? But I remember this one time I was a big pit bull, man. And some of them pit bulls, this is one of them riders. This ain't the cute ones with the, this is the one with the clipped ears and the clipped tail. This dude is getting, that's what he do. And I got this funny feeling that the owner let him out purposefully, but I'm just saying, I don't know. Okay, so, but there's a connection. You're connected with stuff. And it's dark, you can't really see, but you hear the ground moving, you feel the ground moving, and you hear pushing. So I immediately center up, focus in, even though I couldn't see, but focus anyway, in that direction. And I immediately smile. And with a high-pitched voice, because that's what they like, "Hey, man, what's up, man?" And as it was approaching, I began to see the silhouette of the beast, this thing. But I could see that the back part of his tail begin to wag. And I'm going to tell you something. You can tell what a dog is by the tail. If it's wagging, it's cool. If it's still, you got some issues. You might want to try to get that tail to wag. So I'm like, "Hey, man, what's up, man?" And I could see him moving. I could see him getting closer. The closer he's getting, the more I could see the dog. And I saw the partial. Okay, hold on. Y'all know what time I got to pause. Okay, I'm back. So I can see the little part, the little piece, the cut off tail start to move. And then the body was moving. Y'all know how dogs do. But it was important for me to stand still, not to run, hold my ground. And then there's a connection that takes place. The dog senses me, and they know where you are. As you run around killing, if you warring with life or you at peace with life. I believe that it peeped that I was at peace with life. It was peace for me. And the owner could hit on in the back, calling out the dog's name, because he knew that the dog was in a good place. I don't think he really wanted the dog to be in a good place. So he immediately called back and began to yell and scream at the dog. I was like, "Hey, man, don't even trip, man. The dog was just saying hi." And I got back on the truck and did my thing, or grabbed the garbage, whatever I was on. I just continued on. And then there was another time while I was doing the truck that I got stung by a bee. I felt it up in there, and I felt the sting, and this natural swipe off whatever this, if it's stinging you, bam. And I could see the bee on the ground, wiggling, but I felt the stinger was still stuck up in there, and it was moving. And I was like, "Oh, man." This dude, I'm kind of pissed off. I want to smash on him. But I stopped. And I centered myself up. I relaxed. Even though the thing was still stinging and it was still freaking me out. But I centered up and I allowed the thing to happen, to take place. I didn't fight it. And you know what the thought came into my mind? I don't know if this is true or real or real. I don't know. But it made sense to me and I felt better. The thought came up to mind that the serum, the sting, was something that I needed because a cancer was building up in my body and I was going to destroy it. Or that was going to free it. Because there's a science on cancer, and I'm going to probably do a video on that. So, the thought, I believe, because I centered myself and received and was receptive to a negative experience. And it just popped up in my head. I can't even, you know how stuff happens and you think about stuff. And later on you'd be like, yeah, I was thinking, no, this was something else. And it was like the venom that I was receiving and it was being spread throughout the body, was going to a specific place. Something was trapped. And it needed to be released, and that's what was going on. And now that thing is released, and now it's free to go. It's not trapped anymore. These are things that go on throughout the course of our life, but because we're, certain thinkings, we're not free to think. We're talking about free thinking. That's what's going on this side. Welcome. I'm going to go ahead and end this off, man. I'm going to keep pushing with more videos, man, but this is definitely the official close of Self-Science, the series. I'll probably end up redoing it, honing it up, tightening it up, sharpen up some tools, make a grade series out of it. Maybe, maybe not. But later on, I'm probably going to redo this to tighten it up a little bit for you guys and make it a little bit more simpler for you guys to receive. In any event, listen, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know. Give us some experiences about your experience through this process, through the study and the science of your own history. Give us some, coming up on this other side, you got your certificate, you got your diploma. This is the official time for you to receive these things. Much love. I'm going to say thank you for going through this process and listening to my rhetoric. And I'm going to say congratulations. Congratulations to you guys, man, for doing this and going this far. And I'm going to say good luck. Until the next time, y'all know what time it is. Stay beautiful as you are. Peace.